Hi guys, so today we're going to be painting 3 flowers on a small canvas, 10 by 12, if I remember correctly. To be honest, I kind of forgot, but I think it's 12 by 10 inches. So I'm really fast forwarding through this part because I paint really slow. Like this took me 2 hours to paint. So that's why I had to cut it a little bit and fast forward. So what I'm doing now is I'm applying base shadows and kind of trying to shape my colors. The 3 bright spots we see are going to be flowers, so all I'm doing is I'm laying my color patterns. I'm using a broad brush now, the one that's covered with blue, to kind of blend in and create a almost foggy like smooth surface. Towards the end you will really thank yourself for creating a nice gradient here with beautiful colors, because it tends to show through and really adds a nice touch to your artwork. So I'm still blending away. To be honest, it's my best. Well, okay, it's not the best part, but it is my favorite because sometimes you can just get carried away. So I'm still blending the blue, and I've just began adding a bit of a darker shade. The same blue, but just a darker shade, less white pigment, to add a bit of more structure and contrast. So I layer my highlights with a palette knife. As you can see, I'm putting pink. It's because I just find it easier to blend, especially with this kind of broad, really bristly brush. So I don't know, maybe try it, because then the underlayers don't really get picked up. I don't know, it works for me. So in my hand I'm holding a wet wipe, which I use to make sure that any blue that gets picked up as I'm blending gets off the brush and the pink stays as luminous as I intended it to be. So by now I've begun to layer the first flower. You can see in the back my cat is cleaning himself, and yeah, I just move the canvas around. I'm pretty laid back when I paint, and I will just try to mold the flower as I see it. It's kind of like Play-Doh, just with big layers of paint. It's not a realistic flower, it's a bit abstract, so just move the canvas around, make it easier for you. Especially because I never really learned to hold the palette knife, so I can't really, I don't know, I find my hand twisting in really weird ways, so I might as well just move the canvas along with my palette knife. Okay, well right now I'm adding a pink flower, which I wasn't supposed to add before, but I kind of just wanted to, it was a bit white and I wanted something brighter. Maybe I got sick of painting in white. Okay, now I'm adding greenery, a kind of shrub-like. So I decided to do another flower, and I'm onto the third one, and you see my brush strokes are becoming more thicker, it's going to go really quick. I couldn't even break this video down because I was just putting so much layers so quickly, so I hope you will be able to understand what I did. I'm just onto the shrubs again, and just adding some gray, green, blue, and a bit of black for texture. I hold my brush flat and upwards. I don't know, it kind of creates these really nice, beautiful, actually like shrub-like textures. I'm adding just a little bit of white with a thinner brush that is really good for blending. Okay, now I've begun painting the third flower again. It's going to be a little quicker than the way I painted the second one. It's just towards the end you kind of speed up, you get more confidence, I don't know. And you just need to understand how the flower looks. Also, you kind of understand where you're going with the paint and what you want to do. And I only understood that towards the third flower, so that's why it's going to go quite quick from here on. It's actually crazy to think how a little bit of darkness goes a long way. For example, like until I put that little blob of dark brown, it was just kind of a white mess to me, but as soon as I put it in the middle and put some brown around the flower, right away it kind of started looking like a flower. So Just sometimes some little darkness goes a long way. Now I'm just adding some final highlights and final touches. So here's the finished result. I'm sorry about the glare from the lamp, but it's my windows are tinted, so without the lamp I can't really paint, but I'll try to get a bit closer here so you can see the details and the thickness of paint. If you liked the video, consider subscribing to my channel and liking the video for more similar content.